Hey guys, Spartan here. Welcome to the first gameplay on camera of DarkOS. So, DarkOS, what it is, you know what, I'll just start the file, because you will have seen the other video that I publish. DarkOS is a randomizer that was made by breadmund, mostly, and I had say in it, and, you know, just a little bit of stuff, balancing and stuff, and it is basically a full game randomizer, so you saw me do some of it on April Fool's as my April Fool's joke, but now it's finally done, and wow, I generated some bad moves for front rank. Not really. Actually, that's pretty good. Dismiss. So, what it does is it randomizes skills, stats, resistances, camp skills, etc., etc., and it is very funny. It randomizes other stuff too, but I've only got set to default, as you will have seen. Pretty much immediately after this video is uploaded, I'm going to upload a how to use this. So yeah, we've got Dismas the Crazy Orb and Reynold the Seeker Hound Arms. And it seems that Dismas is best, you know, not in the front ranks, but we have only two characters. So let's go. Now even this is randomized. It is very easy to not win this fight because it's randomized as well. Yeah, this thug. So we got Flashbang Trickery, a forward one with a, you know, can be used from anywhere. That's actually pretty decent. We got Duelist's Bleed, which is actually not a bleed, but you get the point. So let's get rid of the maggot first. Dismas's base damage is 7 to 7. Bayonet jab, obviously. Now, some sounds are broken. That is because enemies that aren't supposed to be in this region do not have sounds. That cannot be fixed. Right, so let's go aim. That's a very strong stun at 150 base. That's odd. That's like... So everything that these skills have is pulled from somewhere in the game. That stun is probably pulled from Dissolution, maybe? I don't know. Some very strong skill. But yeah. We managed to kill this Cult Sprawler, will be good. What's most accurate? 95 with Incision.
Continue the onslaught.
Great.
Them all.
Go for a Duelist's Bleed. It's not a bleed, of course. So, do not be surprised if your Reynold and Dismas die. It is very easy to in this mod. Yep, there we go, there's Reynold gone. It is possible to win, though, if you generate really good skills and you don't miss like I do, because you're not supposed to be fighting 13 dodge enemies in the tutorial. But that's fine. Even if Reynold and Dismas die, we'll get 4 characters from the stagecoach. Also, even Deathblow resistance is randomized, so you may get like a 90 Deathblow resist dude. Like, Dismas here only has 68, which is above average still, but...
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I mean, we can try. Every, Curio is randomized. Yeah, we see we got 4 holy water from that. Alright, Dismas, you can take whatever this fight is.
Leave nothing unchecked.
You cannot take whatever this fight is. Yeah. So these are still the level 1 versions. We made it so that is consistent.
The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Rest in peace, Dismas. Maybe if he generated with more than... How much dodge did he generate with? 5. Yeah. There's a damn dog making noise outside. Well, as long as these idiots stumble around each other and miss repeatedly, maybe Dismas can do something. Not if he gets bled. Bled him through the holy water buff. It's okay. Dismas, you just have to resist every single deathblow check and dodge every hit. And not miss. Okay. Rest in peace, Dismas.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
If you manage to beat this, congratulations on you. You are very lucky.
More dust, more ashes, more disappointment.
Last time I tried this, I generated 3 stress enemies in the first fight, so it was actually pretty easy.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet,
So,
these corrupted lands.
sometimes characters only generate with 1 or even possibly 0 skills, and sometimes they generate with all 7. So, depending on your luck, you can get a very easy or hard mission 1.
All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Unfortunately, we have to take everyone anyway.
Great
Read that.
heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain.
Wayne, could you please shut up for like 3 seconds so I can explain stuff? So,
Trinkets
and
gathered
charms.
from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
These are all randomized with procedurally randomized names. I mean, we had some fun with naming these. Like, we split them off into different regions. Not regions, like classifications. So, for instance, you want a minus stress melee skills and extra damage if torch above 50 for the cost of stress? Maybe. These are generally balanced around rarity, but still. There is some consistency you can have in them.
And morbidity.
Not much though.
Your work begins.
So, you've got a Houndmaster who can guard and heal. He's got a basic attack skill. Has decent damage at 9 to 9. Rush, heal 6 to 6. That is a heal to anyone, good. Sometimes these generate and they don't actually heal anyone. Why does that... Okay, never mind. So he wants to be in the front. So... Houndmaster gets to be in the front line. He can't attack there, but he can heal. Maybe you should put him in the back then. Then again, he can't heal. We got a forward 1 that's also a heal and a minus stress. You know what? Okay. You go there. Grape Shot Lance 1. Pretty garbage skill, but okay. And we have this Vestal who can not do too much. In fact, she can't even attack in slot 1 either. So we generated some bad heroes. Actually, no, wait, never mind. We have, thankfully, this Vestal generated with more than the basic skills. So she actually can do 3 things in slot 1. It's fine. And our team's name is Hounds Pack. Every single combination of units has a name. Seekers and Switch. Stun. Sequoisant Row and Iron. Yeah, let's go with the good old Hounds Pack. I can swap these around as much as I want. It doesn't do anything. Camping skills are randomized too.
Preparedness, measured now in gold.
Later in blood, yes.
Later in blood.
Now you can bring whatever you want because curios are also randomized. You can get curios that give you a whole crap ton of trapezohedrons. That's kind of what was the teaser for this. And thankfully we ironed out all the bugs and made it so that the tutorial doesn't crash the game. We did have to sacrifice on randomness in the tutorial though, just because the map is too consistent. So you may be wondering, one of these? Yes, that's because we have a certain way to make sure that you don't get thrown into an impossible fight. One of which being... that. No, one of which being the fact that every enemy is worth a certain value. And, you know, you cannot have characters that have, like, too much value be generated. So, for instance, this fight is originally 2 bone rabble, so the value of that fight is very low. So we only have 1 enemy there. Let's anti-venom that for no reason. This dude is not going to be too good with no skills. Find some rotten meat within, and regain steady. Yeah, I'd recommend interacting with things normally first before doing stuff.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
So take note of what you need to bring. Tutorial, of course, is going to be very easy. Also, that's a battle long buff. Get a 5 there, get a stress heal.
Their formation is broken.
Also, crit buffs are randomized, but sometimes they can be nothing. We have not figured out why they are sometimes nothing, but sometimes you can get good stuff like healing on crit. I'd say that there's a useful unit that has, you know, that does this, but that's kind of useful on anyone. Okay, no text. That's because some of the things in the base game have no text as well. But the descriptions of everything are very random. We are getting very lucky with the generation here. Okay, instantly killed.
Cleansed from our lands.
So yeah, this old sconce. Strange artifact potentially holding desecrated gases. All of this text is randomly generated. And it can have an interaction with anything. Even dog treats. I don't want to use the lost shovel, so... Okay, nothing. That's good. Unfortunately, yes, as I said, the tutorial is very much not very easy to randomize. Okay, 70, 70, 70, 60. Great, thank you. Horrible blade.
Traps lie in wait.
We got a horrible blade, 2 clay psychos, and an undead professional. Professional of the undead. The pack has already been looted. Unfortunate. That was supposed to contain food originally, but, you know, randomized junk like that.
The light, the promise of safety.
We couldn't fix barricades or blockades. So those will just be normal, as is. And the hardest fight of the dungeon, what does it become? Bone rabble and ectoplasm. So yeah, we had to tone down the tutorial specifically because you could generate characters with no skills. This is intentional. I'll do a normal dungeon after this. Probably should have just snuffed the torch, but what are you gonna do? This is another old sconce.
Haunting the hearts of men.
Or is it a slightly different one? Because it still plays... Okay, yeah, that's different. And we get 1 portrait, okay. Unfortunate, but what can you do? And we obtain an unarmored idol. So, these things actually do describe what they do. This one's unarmored, so it's minus prot. And 12 crit range skills is actually pretty damn good. And unless you have buffs randomized, quirks will always be the same. I would not recommend randomizing buffs, because it randomizes every buff that can be generated in the game.
Banners fly.
And the corpse wagon stands at the ready. Blah blah blah, circus.
The circus has come to town.
Don't try playing Butcher's Circus with this. Probably won't work. Yeah, this abomination generated with no skills. That sucks. We have another undead professional. This one actually has skills. But yeah. Until you unlock the guild, you're kind of screwed on who you need to bring. This one is definitely better than the others, considering I can use Vapors and Battle Intimidate. Right. Other than the Last Supper, pretty decent team if I say so myself. We do have some still bad Plague Doctor. This Plague Doctor is on break, we'll say. And we can get some better trinkets. Like 10 accuracy melee skills, pretty good at the cost of stress and debuff resist. Sane Charm, that's not very good. Maiming Blade, 10 crit versus marked, 20 stress if torch below 51, debuff skill chance, max HP. Virtue in position 1, minus bleed resist, extra resolve XP, plus bleed skill chance. It's like the Shattered Glass for Flagellant, but for anyone. So, let's go... Come on, let's just do the short one, because this one's actually probably the best. The Cleansing Potion. Slotted the trinket onto this dude. Because, hey, it can be useful. Of course, get a whole bunch of dog treats with us. And let's bring, just for experimentation's sake, 2 of everything and 10 torches. So we have a lot of trap resist. I guess not, considering that this Vestal has failed to do it twice in a row.
With a singular purpose.
This heirloom tree, potentially holding pristine herbs. Well, it says herbs, so let's use herbs. Nope, guess not. These could be anything. Sentimental fluids, okay. 1,025 gold. Not bad. As soon as you learn something, take it to memory so you can replicate it later on. So since this is an actual fight, you can actually see what the enemy mashes should look like. 20 crit is pretty good, if we hit. Evidently not, though. Sacrificial blow, get that accuracy, damage, and crit for this whole battle on a move that isn't limited to uses per battle. Oh, gonna get stunned. Yep. Minus bleed resist as well. As long as it doesn't get shanked, it's fine. Now, movement skills on the enemy are very dangerous in this randomizer, considering that a lot of characters are position-based.
Confidence surges.
Use some vapors. The salty gouge, nice dodge. That's what happens when the vessel generates with 15 dodge. We could heal. We could progress. Let's try for a kill. No kill. It's fine. Thankfully, most skills generate with able to hit slot 1. Stress is getting a little high, though. Go for vapors. Probably try and kill that.
Give them no quarter.
Right. Gotta keep our health up. Those heals are pretty good for now. More vapors. And hit with another sacrificial blow.
Executed with impunity.
Sometimes this works if it misses, sometimes only if it hits. It's drawing from like different skills though.
So too will resistance.
Shambler cannot currently generate, so don't worry about Shambler. I'm pretty sure that the Shambler idol can't even do that. So let's try and get rid of the spider first. Good crit. No crit buff on the Houndmaster, it seems, this run. That's fine. If you don't like the results, you can regenerate them later. Also, I'd like to point out that some characters generate with baseline protection, such as the Clay Psycho. A groping swipe. Very, very annoying. Go for a tracking havoc.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Something that even I didn't really know, I should have used the other one, is that every attack has a miss sound, meaning that if you generate a skill, like say an attack that takes over Battle Ballad's spot, you'll be able to hear what it sounds like when it misses. Go for a sacrificial blow. Take down these fungal scratches. This is the thing about your team comps. They have to be very flexible if you want to win.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Vessel's gonna get a crit soon enough. Everything will be lovely. Unfortunately, we did generate with a little low HP on our characters. 2 17s, or 3 17s now. But don't worry, leveling up weapons and armor mostly makes up for that. We made it so that characters can scale very well.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Don't forget to use the dog treats like me. Probably should have done that time. We've got 4 of them. May as well. Also, these sacks are not randomized. Reason being, you kind of just can't interact with them in the base game. Same with torch sconces. So, we just had to let be. I say we, and Bread did most of the coding. All I did was like balance testing. So here's a bookshelf. Ancestors Maiden of Scrolls. Potentially holding unholy books. You have no idea how accurate that is. Great. Yeah, sometimes you use an item and it's a bad result. That's why I would sometimes recommend not using anything. This one's a weak fight. Just a Weber, Defender. I don't need to use dog biscuits on this fight. Try and take down this horrible thing. I can't hit it, right? Nope, I cannot hit it. Let's try Protect Guard 2. Animation of Hound's Harry. Wonderful.
Vitality clarified in a
Yeah, it doesn't really make that
strike.
much sense when it's on a unit that... Okay, thanks.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness.
We're gonna lose this Houndmaster right now. Hopefully not. Unfortunate... Oh, wait, never mind. He did go first. Okay.
Death cannot be escaped.
Death can be escaped now.
Be postponed.
Her crit buff seemingly is minus 10 stress.
Foolish horrors. Brought low.
That's great.
and driven into the mud.
Unironically. People talk about
Bearing gold,
good old
trinkets
crits
and
as stress
baubles,
healing. Now it's a reality.
paid for in blood.
Oh, this is a cart. Curious artifice potentially holding rotten baubles. Trapped liquors. No, got the runs. Okay, well, rest in peace, all dodge. Just remember to not do that again. Oh, it's wacky, it's random. This is the same mash again. You know, let's use a dog treat, why not?
Be gone, fiend.
We need to pick up the pace with our less dodge. It's okay. Adrenaline rush is going to save us.
Another abomination.
Yep,
Cleansed
that's
from
a
all
minus 10
lands.
stress on crit. Well, she started with like 80. Now, back in business. Go for a heal on the Plague Doctor. The guard probably was good enough, but didn't really need it.
Remind
It's old
yourself
sconce.
that overconfidence
It still
is a
does save
slow
exactly
and
what doesn't
insidious
work.
killer.
We can try band-aids. That. Okay. Usually everything has one thing that works with it. So this is probably... I don't know. It could be firewood. Firewood is in the table. So if nothing else works, it's probably firewood. Doesn't mean it's going to be good, though. Just be cautious. Almost done with this mission, just need to do one more hallway fight. Not hallway fight, room fight.
The light, the promise of safety.
Barnacle crusted remains. Let's try the dog treat. Nope. Anti-venom. Balanced. Yes, this mod is very balanced. Okay, I say that and then immediately punished by a trap.
Lie in
Great.
wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
We have a limited number of mashes that are available, sadly. But should be enough to satisfy. Of course, it varies depending on difficulty as well.
Grievous injury. How
You're most likely not going to find this on higher levels, even if they would be the higher leveled versions. Let's try for one of these.
annihilated.
At 20% crit. No. Disappointing. Soul to gouge. Unfortunately, we couldn't randomize enemy skills, so there is no chance that any enemies hit you with, like, Revelation at the start. Right. Smack you down. Wish she had one more, or more than one skill for that.
Obliterated.
It's okay though, the Vestal is carrying. There we go.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Cosmic Holy Carcass pertains dangerous coals, potentially. Infected Knives. We get dodge and prot until camp. That's from the Armored Knight statue. Several dozen desecrated scraps.
Laden with loot
Fine.
Are often low on supplies.
And we get a map. Okay, last fight. What is it? 2 skeletons and a drowned thrall. And we're out of good old buddy old pal. That always seems to miss. That's an 85. That's not that unlikely to hit. He has no dodge. Probably shouldn't have spread the damage out there. I kind of forget that everyone has their own rank they can hit. And he's gonna shuffle backwards. He comes forwards, doesn't he? No, it's not a move forwards. He's generate always in the slot 1, so
A powerful blow.
yeah. It's fine. We have dodge. Vessel's gonna take care of this one. There's a crit mod of 2, this is a crit mod of 5. Does not matter.
This expedition at least promises success.
Let's go to the room for no apparent reason, because we cannot get a secret room here. But yes, that is the randomizer. I hope you enjoyed this little showcase. Didn't show off camping skills, but I think it's best if you experience this on your own. Because of course, anything you learn here is not particularly going to impact what your run is going to look like.
I see something long absent in the sunken faces
But
of
hey,
passers-by.
you know what, let me
A glimmer of hope.
do this real quick. So, these can gain plenty of things as they level up.
We will face
Like this
ever
debuffs
greater threats.
stun resist.
Our soldiers must be ready.
That doesn't get anything yet. Nothing. And this one gets, enemies get minus blight resist. So, take note, an ability that may seem garbage now could gain potential of really use. Could potentially become very useful. You get the point. So, let's take a look at some trinkets. The Prophet's Eye here. The medical piece. Damage versus Unholy. Minus blight skill chance. Extra healing skills. Minus damage if torch above. Yeah, extra damage. Minus crit range skills plus accuracy range skills. Interesting. Even the bosses are randomized. So take note of that, if you will. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little showcase of DarkOS. I implore you to download it and have fun yourself. It is free after all, and probably will be forever. So yep, I hope you enjoyed. If you have not seen the guide on how to use it, check my channel or just look it up, you'll probably find it. So yep, hope you enjoyed. See you.